What's up, everybody? Bert Newcomb, the Realtor here. Living in Albany, Georgia, podcast number 2. Thank you for watching. Today's topic, what we're going to talk about is why I think Albany can grow substantially. We definitely have some things to fix, no doubt about it there. Nobody's denying that, but we have a lot of great things and a lot of great attributes within our city. And today we're going to talk about a few of those and why I think Albany, Georgia can grow substantially. Let's go ahead and dive on in. This first stop, we are going to stop at Radium Springs. Now this place right here is one of the wonders of Georgia, and it is a beautiful place. Used to be much more beautiful and much more used. They continue to talk about opening it up again. They have talked about opening it up many times. Hopefully, nearly in the future, we will be able to open it up. There's a spring here. It's called Skywater as well. It's called Skywater because the water is crystal clear blue. As a little kid, I actually lived on this creek. It was a fantastic place. I remember being able to see the big fish and everything off my dock, the big striped bass. They love the cold water here in our springs. It was a really cool place to grow up as a little kid. We moved when I was about 3, right? But they still had the old casino here at that time. That casino has been torn down, but it was a marvelous building. Really and truly, in my personal opinion, they made a massive bad decision to tear it down. A lot of people agree, I feel like, but they made a lot of other bad decisions. That's probably not the only one. The spring here pumps around 70,000 gallons of water a day, and the water is 68 degrees year-round. Let's take a tour of it. Right here, we're standing in the botanical garden where part of the casino used to be. It was a really great building. Here's a little plaque talking about the history of it. You can see it used to be a great big swimming hole. That used to be part of the casino right there. You had lifeguards all over the place. My grandmother was actually a lifeguard here. And in 1994, fire in 1982 did a lot of damage, and the flood of 1994, this is a picture of it, did a lot of destruction on the building. You can see how deep the water was right there. That right there is the old diving board. You would dive from the top right down into the hole. That's a really deep hole right there. See the fish? Look at the fish. See how clear it is? Bunch of fish. Right here is a plaque of the animals who live inside there. Right there is the striped bass I mentioned earlier. They get really, really large. These turtles get really large as well. Underneath the spring are these miles and miles of long caverns. Very few people have ever dove them. As you can see, this is a beautiful place. Better bring bug spray though, because it does have a lot of mosquitoes, but it really is a fantastic place. If the city of Albany or Dougherty County ever were to open this back up, it could be a massive tourist attraction. People used to travel from all over the place to come here and swim. And if we ever were to open this back up to the public for swimming, say we ever were to get say we got a zip line park in it or something, man, this right here could really help Albany grow. This could help this part of the town grow. This could be a really, really, really fantastic thing if the city of Albany ever elected to let this open back up again for public swimming. I hope I get to see that in the very near future. Also, as I have mentioned before, we have aquifers within our area. This could be a fantastic place for a lot of different businesses, particularly in the beverage space or anywhere that needs water to make any type of product that they have. And let's be real, What product is made without water? Very few. Fun fact, used to be a house right there. That is a house that I lived on the creek right there, part of Radium. Can't really tell because it's a big hill and it's really overgrown, but that was a house I grew up in until I was in 3rd grade. In our area of Georgia, agriculture is key. Everything from timber, cotton, peanuts, and hemp even are grown here. The agriculture business in our area is constantly growing. If you want to be involved in agriculture, chances are we have something for you here. Fun fact, my great something or other, don't know what he was, but he was a very long distant relative of mine back in the day, invented a grafting machine which is still used to this day for grafting pecan trees, which is something that is very big in our area. Little information right here about the butterflies. This project right here was my Boy Scout project. I did this when I was 16 years old. Wow, can't believe it's still there, but I love to see it. Right here are some plants that butterflies love, along with the identification of them. Let's be real, agriculture is always something that's growing, and everybody's got to eat and always got to have some clothes to wear. So right now, I'm standing in the middle of an industrial park right across the road from the airport. Very busy road right here, great road for shipping and everything. This is 170 acres of raw land available, approximately, give or take a little, right? Where we could bring more warehousing jobs, more shipping jobs, transport jobs. We could bring, the internet is the way of the world, right? And we're gonna talk about that a little bit more in this video. Some other businesses in this town that thrive off the internet that are already here, right? Just think about the Amazons, you got all these big companies, they ship their goods online. This complex right here would be a really fantastic place to bring even more jobs just like that to our community. Just think about it, right? If we ever were to get an Amazon, an Overstock, an Alibaba, something like that, there's a lot of those out there. Those are just a few of them to name. This would be a fantastic park to have a place to store all their stuff. They gotta have storage space. We may as well get them a storage space here. I forgot to mention where that complex is located and why it's a great asset for a place to do business, right? That is located right across from the airport. A lot of things these days are shipped via plane. We also have the Newton Highway right there, along with a lot of other roads for shipping in and out of there. That place right there is owned by the Albany Ga Payroll Authority. Would be a fantastic place to create some new jobs. So, we've seen a lot of good things about Albany, but now we're back in the office at the house, and I just want you to know, I've done some reading and research. 80% of jobs across America are going remote. That means, in many cases, but not all, homes are the new office, right? A lot of jobs, a lot of people are taking their office completely into their home. I myself have taken my office completely into my home. I love working from home. A lot of other people do as well. So with that being said, people are leaving these big cities in droves, and they're relocating to smaller towns. In Albany, Georgia, you can be just about anywhere in 15 to 20 minutes. Versus if you live in a big city like, say, Atlanta or New York, it's going to take you an hour minimum probably to get just about anywhere for the average person, right? So they cut down travel costs. They're living at home. They're moving to cheaper communities. Albany, Georgia is around 28% cheaper than the average town across America, according to some of the research I've done, right? We also have large manufacturing jobs here. Some of those are Procter & Gamble, Miller Coors, solar jobs here. We have lots of warehouse jobs, cold storage, storing agricultural products, a lot of different storage jobs. We have Partzilla, which is basically, from what I understand and have been told, basically the Amazon of ATV and off-road vehicle parts. They have several locations in Albany. They are a relatively new member to our community, bringing a lot of great jobs here, right? And they're actually expanding even more. We also have Webstaurant here, which, with my understanding, is basically the Amazon of kitchen products for commercial businesses. We have Albany Tech that has a great trades program. Blue collar jobs are now, coming back into play, which I could not be happier about, because, we're always going to have those blue collar jobs to keep the world running, right? And so, I love to see all these jobs growing. I think that we can grow substantially, right? We need to get more warehousing jobs. We need to get more recreation. We need to get better dining. We need to have better everything. But we can only do that if we all can join together to create a better community, right? So that's what I'm trying to help do. And I think that we have a lot of fantastic opportunities going on here. We have some problems we need to fix as well, right? We have a great healthcare system here. Some things within our healthcare system, are very controversial, as they should be, and some things need to be fixed without a doubt. But Phoebe is one of our top 10 employers in Albany, Georgia. Procter & Gamble is one of our top 10 employers. The Marine Base is one of our top 10 employers. We have Miller, we have Thrush. Thrush is a great aircraft company. I actually know the CEO of it very well. I sold him a beautiful home. Great guy. So we have a lot of great things going on here. We have even better things on the horizon, though, I feel like. We need to bring more jobs here for our community, without a doubt. I look forward to helping bring more jobs here in the future as we grow together. And we have a lot of great opportunities going on. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. I hope you learned something. And next Friday, I'm going to bring you another podcast at 10 a.m. Y'all have a great weekend. If you like this video, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button.